Intro to BotStar CMS. The CMS Content Management System is one of BotStar's special features, which is used to create and manage dynamic content. CMS is made up by entities and items. Entity is a top-level container for all the content and is a set of items that have the same attributes. So, how to set up CMS? From the dashboard of the bot, go to Build CMS to open the CMS management site. You can click here, or New Entity button to create a new entity. Let's type in Product to create a data set of products for this restaurant's chatbot. Remember that you can always insert data in other languages using Change Editing Language button. Here, click the small configuration button to set up the entity. Then select Form Fields. To create a field, you need to fill sufficient information including field name, field unique name, and type. There are 7 types of the data field, and the most special is the entity's reference, which will be introduced in the later part of this video. To introduce clearly about the products, let's create 2 fields named Description and Photo with data type is text and photo respectively. Don't forget to click the plus button to save. Remember, you can change or add more fields at any time. You've finished setting up an entity. Now let's add meat to the bones by creating some more items. Select the entity. Then click New Item button on the upper right corner. Here, just type the name of the product into the name box. The status field can be set as enabled or disabled. Enabled means that the item can be used in the bot flow, and disabled means the opposite. Continue to fill in the description. To add a photo to an item, you can upload a file directly from your computer or insert a file URL. Like this. If you want to update a field, just click on the item, make changes, and click Update to finish. CMS data can be inserted into elements of block and quick replies. On the canvas, click on the block you want to insert CMS data and open its Properties panel. Then, enable the Use CMS Data option. Select the entity you want to extract data. You can create conditions to filter items to be inserted into the block. These conditions are set based on the CMS fields. Next, set up the max number of items in an entity found each time. This option is only available in listing blocks. The last 2 options, Sort by and Order by, allow you to set up how items will be displayed. We'll finish setting up the block. Let's start mapping elements with fields of chosen CMS entity. Here, click on the title of an item and replace it by the variable entity name, which represents the name of the product. Similarly, replace the current default subtitle by entity description. For multimedia elements like photos, set the image sources as CMS. Then select the photo field you already created before. Done. Let's try configuring quick replies with CMS data. Here, we use a simple text block for an example. On the Properties panel of this block, select CMS under Quick Reply. Click on the Quick Reply element and set it up with entity name, max number of items, and other options. Items can be displayed with two fields including text and image. Now, we'll learn about entities reference, which was mentioned before. Entities reference is very useful when there are items on different entities that have a relationship. For example, a restaurant wants to show a list of products which are categorized under separate groups. How can they do that? Go to CMS and create an entity name category which have at least one field name. Create some items such as breakfast, kid, lunch, and so on. Get back to product entity and add one more field name category with entity's reference type, which refers to category entity. After that, classify each item with the category field. In the Flow Editor, click on this block. Enable CMS Quick Reply and use the entity category created. Then replace the text by the name of items. Entity name variable. After that, save user response to variable and name it. For example, category. In settings of horizontal list 1, create a condition to filter items based on user response for simple text 10 block. The condition is category is braces category. You can test these two blocks to see the connections. When you select the menu for breakfast, relevant dishes are filtered.